Hopefully my tits don't fucking pop off here, because that is what I'm wearing. Hey guys, how are you? Today I have a story time for you. And this is very recent, actually. It just happened last night. And it is very embarrassing, literally telling you guys before I tell anybody else. So why even share this story time? Well, one, because maybe, hear me out, maybe there's somebody out there with the same condition that I have, and that has probably been in a similar situation. And if you have, comment down below, because honestly, I don't really know anyone that has the same thing. So if you have it, say what's up. You should already know what I'm going to be talking about today, because I should have written it in the description. Title. This is not clickbait or anything. This actually happened last night. I'm actually mortified. So basically, everything happened by smoking weed. I'm very surprised. I smoke weed every day, okay? I like it, it's nice, it helps me with pain. If I feel anything, I don't take any painkillers, I just smoke weed. I have panic attacks, like just because I just have panic attacks. If I smoke too much, then I'll have a panic attack, but I can handle it. Like I just do my little thing and then it's fine. I smoked way too much last night. I literally thought I was dying. I was like, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack, a stroke. There's gonna be people out there that's like, oh, you suck. Oh, you're so weak. Oh, you can't smoke, you don't know what you're doing. And to that, I say maybe. But I mean, for the most part, I like to say my tolerance is pretty up there. What I smoked was a lower THC percentage than what I was smoking before. So in my head, like, it just didn't add up. I smoke a lot, so I shouldn't be feeling this. Maybe something bad is happening. Now, before I continue with this story, I'm going to give you a little bit of history about myself and as to why a lot of people just, when this happens, they eat, drink milk, write it out. That's what I do. I have a heart condition. I was born with a heart condition. I was born with mitral valve prolapse. Now what that is basically your heart has different valves. One of the valves is the mitral valve. My mitral valve did not close all the way. I have been like that since birth. My heart has been monitored since I was a little girl. I've always been on medication. When I was like 12, 13 years old, I ended up getting heart surgery. Now my cardiologist wanted me to wait. If you're a kid and you get the surgery, it's a small valve. When you're older, you get like the grown-up size valve. So we waited until I was grown up to get it. My whole heart surgery is like a whole story on its own. I'm not gonna go too much into that, but I did not get a pig valve. I got an artificial valve, which means that I tick. This tick, let me tell you, gets loud, especially if I'm on something. My surgery was over 10 years ago, so it was just like, yeah, I'm old. So whenever I smoke too much, I would just trip out because of my heartbeat. It's like tick, tick, and it gets faster and louder. I don't know if this is a thing. I really wish I could find someone that could relate to me. I don't know if everything is just in my head. Like I literally feel my fucking heart. I feel like the ticking. When you smoke, I don't know, like you feel everything sometimes. Is it just me? Also, I would say about 2 years ago, this was like December of 2018, I had a mild stroke. This is why I was freaking out. Usually, I just write it out. But like the symptoms that I was feeling, it was freaking me out. It was freaking Anna out. I was like, yeah, call 911. I didn't say it like that. It was more like, call 911. Like I couldn't move. I couldn't think. And you're like, oh, you're high. People when they're high, they don't think or whatever. I can still speak to somebody. I'm still fucking functional. Like I still do what I need to do. Maybe I smoked too much in one sitting. I literally just went to the shop, came back home, packed my bomb. I blew through that bowl. I milked it. It was a big hit and I was coughing for like 10 minutes straight. But again, like I didn't think that would hit me like that because that's how I smoke. If you want to know what it's called face mitts. I got it from RDC, that's like down the street from me. If you want some dank ass weed, go over there. Don't tell them about this story. Don't tell them that I freaked out and don't tell them that I called the ambulance. That is really embarrassing. My body was going numb. I felt like I couldn't move my arms. Felt like I couldn't breathe. I had a massive headache. Felt like I was gonna vomit. At one point, like I couldn't see straight. I felt like I was gonna pass out. Oh my God, I can barely talk. Like I'm dying. I'm dying. Call 911. She's like, are you sure? And I was like, no. Yeah. No. My whole body just felt really bad. It's literally never been this bad. Again, maybe I smoke too much, but that's my fault. In the end, I suck. Yeah, I'm a little dweeb, apparently. Yes, I can't handle my shit. But, like, I really don't want to say that because I feel like I can't. It was just weird. I mean, it is called face mints, so the fact that all of this was numb, it just felt like, I don't know. I'm like, Anna, call 911. But she noticed that I started, just spazzing out. I don't know what I was doing. But she started giving me, like, a massage. Started making me feel better. So then I was like, okay, like, don't call them. But I think she had already dialed them and then, like, hung up. If you dial 911, they're gonna call you back. She picks up the phone and they're like, did you call? What's your emergency? Oh, no, we're fine. It's okay. So she clicks, but then it came back. It was like coming in waves. Anna, call 911. It's happening. I'm gonna die. I'm like in bed, like, Anna, call 911. I'm gonna die. But in my head, I was like, ah! Anna was freaking out because she can hear my heart. She can hear how fast it's going. She can fucking feel it pounding against my chest. It's just a lot. I don't really think about it all the time because I was born with the condition that I have. When you're used to something, it just becomes your reality, so it's not really different. And you kind of forget to think how different it is, how serious the condition is, until you get pushed to a point where you feel like you're gonna die. I take medication like every night for it. I take warfarin. I'm on blood thinners. I'm on blood thinners for the rest of my life. And I've been on blood thinners since I got my surgery, 12, 13 years old. It's just this thing, it's constant. Like, I have to get my blood drawn like twice a month. I get MRIs like every 6 months because I had my stroke. So when you start feeling the same symptoms, sometimes you just feel like it's better to be safe than sorry. Back to last night, she called 911 again. She was talking to them over the phone. She passed the phone to me, and I basically described what I was feeling. I was like, yo, I smoked hella fucking weed. So please tell me if this is in my head or if I'm dying. Well, you did smoke marijuana. You have a history of anxiety, so you could have an anxiety attack, but at the same time, we don't know. We can send our EMTs out to you. But I really don't want to go to the hospital unless I need to. We can just send the EMTs there, and then they can, like, see what's going on, and then from there decide whether you need to go to the hospital or not. Well, like, I really don't want to waste your guys' time, so I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go, like, it's fine, like, I'll call you later on if, like, this persists, I guess. Well, actually, we already dispatched people to you, so they should be there shortly. Yeah? They're gonna be here? Mm-hmm. Okay! Ah, the weed! At this point, I'm back to feeling better. They're gonna come here, I'm feeling fine again. I ran, I started brushing my teeth, washing my face, and my room's a mess. And, like, not what I should be thinking when I'm, like, possibly dying, which I wasn't. But, like, you know, I also don't want you to think that I'm that bitch. First of all, if you're gonna call 911, if you're gonna call the ambulance, it's like a life or death situation. You got in a bad car accident, you know, you're, like, dying, you're really, like, just up. Last case scenario. But, like, at the same time, I was walking on the line of caution. Honestly, I don't regret it. I'd rather be safe than sorry. This is just really embarrassing. I filmed a little bit of it. I just got really high and, like, I thought I was dying, and I was like, Anna, call the ambulance. Well, they're coming, and I'm just like, fuck. Not 1 month, we're living here, and I'm already like, call the ambulance. I'm dying. Fuck. I stop recording, and then I see them, and I'm sitting on my bed. I'm fine. Like, okay, well, we're just gonna take your vitals just to see if you're okay. Tell me why, when they were taking my vitals, that whole thing started coming back. I thought I was having another stroke. I thought I was having another heart attack. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a good thing. They're gonna see me while I'm, like, freaking out. So then I'm gonna know what the is going on. So my heart rate started going up again. They heard it. There's no way you can't hear it. And they were like, okay, well, we're gonna take, like, a picture of your heart. And I was like, okay. And they whip out these thingamabobs. And they're like, don't move. My ass could not keep still. That is how I know my body's like not okay. As the guy's putting the stickers on me, my heart starts beating faster and I feel like, ugh. And then he started working faster. He was like putting the thing, like when I saw him freak out, I started freaking out even more. And then I look at Anna and she's just like, oh my god! Like, oh my god, this is it. This is how I go. I'm gonna pass out. Maybe I'm gonna wake up in the hospital. Maybe I'm gonna wake up over my body. That was like, I was like, no. They take a picture of it. He seemed really fucking mad that I moved. Excuse me. Sorry, sir. It was really nice. Like, I apologize. I'm sorry for moving. He said that I looked fine. Your heart is just super elevated, but that's normal because you said that you smoked. You're getting enough oxygen and your blood pressure seems fine. You know, so you should be fine. He did the stroke test. It tells you to like squeeze the fingers, put your hands up. Even though I felt like I was really trying to do it, the fact that like I was able to do it means that I was okay. So that's like a good like thing to know. But they were like, you're just gonna have to write it out. Okay. To all the EMTs out there, thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys saved people's lives. Y'all saved mine, because who would have thought? I mean, I wasn't gonna die, apparently, but I could have. So yeah, that's my story time of the time that I called 911 because I got too high off marijuana. Honestly, it sounds like a joke, but it's really not. Like this video if you want to hear more story times. This one literally just happened last night and it's still fresh and I'm just still like in shock. Subscribe to my channel if you want to chill. This is a safe space for all y'all crazies. Okay, so anyways, I'll see you in the next video. I'll talk to y'all later. Stay blessed. Bye.